Today,
We're back.
we're going to make biscuits. These are buttery biscuits.
Okay.
These are not the other kind of biscuits that we've made sometimes that are more shortening or lard.
Yep.
These are buttery, flaky,
Tall biscuits.
tall biscuits.
Okay.
Yeah. So
this is going to be our first and probably
this first
a
one
number
we
of.
posted on
Yeah, okay.
the internet. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah. This is the first
Oh, wow.
biscuits we've actually.
Because I have been getting a lot of questions about different. Everybody wants a different type of biscuit, so we'll have to do multiples.
White Lily, self-rising flour.
That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
We're going to put in 2.5 cups of self-rising White Lily.
What kind of skillet are we going to put these in? What size?
The one I got back there on the stove that I got greased up with lard.
Oh, okay. You don't need to heat it up, do you?
No, I just
Got the oven on what?
450 or so.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty high.
Okay, good.
That's what is this? Half cup. Yeah, that's 1.5. 2.
How many are you using?
2.5 cups. And there's 2.5 cups.
2.5 cups.
So we're good with that. With White Lily self-rising flours. That means it's got the baking soda, the
You get a
leavening
lot of
agent,
those questions.
and salt already in it. You can make it the other way, but then you have to add the other ingredients in there.
Right.
I always, for biscuits, I tried making these before, and they come out too bitter tasting if you don't put some flour in here to cut through.
Some sugar?
Sugar, yes. Just white sugar. I got 1. I'm putting 2 tablespoons in because I want it to rise nicely. That also helps with the rising of the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So we got 2 tablespoons of sugar in there.
Yeah, I had a biscuit the other day that was that looked nice, but it wasn't very good. It was pretty, but the flavor.
Well, the ones I made last night were gorgeous looking biscuits.
Tall.
Tall, multiple layers. They were really, really nice, but they tasted like crap.
Yeah.
They had that weird taste that you get from too much baking soda or baking powder in it.
Oh.
And I don't like that. So
No.
this hopefully should cut that down.
Sugar does. It's magic in there. Some people are going to be like, oh, I can't believe you put sugar in biscuits. We're going to have some other ones that don't have it. So
Right. So
we're just not going to do it today. So
correct. I'm going to get a spoon here in just a second. So we got to start off with this. The other thing we do on this one is to get our butter there. We got a stick of butter that was frozen. We take a box grater on the coarse side. And I'm going to do it this way because even though the camera's that way, I'm going to do it this way.
you want to stand where I'm standing? Would that
No,
help?
it's all good. We're just getting our butter grated in there. It's a little, but this is much easier than any of the other ways that you can try and fit this all in.
Yeah.
Getting the butter into the mix is a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be careful not to get your paper rolling in there so your paper's grinding up into your butter.
Need one of those little metal gloves. Chain metal.
Chain metal?
Yeah, those are nice.
You can get those. You can order those off Amazon.
Yeah.
I've got the non-cut gloves, or the cut-resistant gloves, but they take all the fun out of it. There's no challenge then.
You know what, while we're kind of on that topic of elves,
Since we were on the topic of elves, we need to run with that, don't we?
yeah, I got a joke that ties in since you're talking about elves.
So
Elves.
Elves. It was Elvis.
What do elves make their sandwiches with?
Peanut butter and bananas. Oh no, that was Elvis.
Shortbread.
Oh my God.
Shortbread. Yeah, it's funny. I agree. Kind of looks like hair. Remember when we used to get haircuts? When we were kids? When we were, when we were really broke?
Wait, no. No, that was a jam of my lack of hair these days, wasn't it? Well, pardon me, Chubby. We're just going to have a big fight.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm going to grab my
You're
diet
dying?
soda.
We're going back. People are going, yep, I've seen this episode too. These two go off the rails again.
It's not coming out my nose this time, so it's not the same episode.
They're not putting their masks out.
Oh, God. Well, I do.
No, don't do it.
I do have my mask with me.
Brings back a fond memory.
Don't shred no paper there. You remember when we were really broke when we were young? what Mom and Dad bought to not have to take us to the barber? The trim comb.
Oh my
God.
God! Love that thing.
He did.
He used that up until it fell apart. He kept switching razor blades in and out of that thing.
If you're our age, you probably know what a trim comb is. It is a comb that has like little
little fingers.
Yeah. And you unscrew it, and inside of there
you put razor
blades.
Right.
Straight little
safety
razor blades. Yeah. And so you bring it through your hair, and when it's fresh, it does a pretty good job. It cuts it right off. But when it gets older, and Dad always tried to stretch it to the limit, it's like, quit whining, quit whining.
On. These razor blades are still good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember that oh so well. A trim comb. Somebody's holding up a picture of one. Oh, they were something else. I remember those. And you didn't know it at the time, but that was the reason, because we couldn't afford to go to Red Heart there in Carthage. Oh my gosh.
He may have been in rehab at the time.
Yeah, it might have been. The alcoholic Why
barber.
are you jerking me around like that?
That's what he was saying about us. Why you two old punks jerk me around like that? I got to cut your hair twice?
Yeah, he was he got it tight too, didn't he?
Oh,
I remember I had sidewalls, man. They were like this high on my ears where he had burnt it off.
Lucky you had ears after that. He was not happy about having to put that back through. He was so
mean. He said, you won't be coming back from this. I was like, no kidding. I don't ever want to come back to you.
Yeah, I've had enough.
You're a mean old man.
So we got our butter in there. We got our sugar in there. We got our flour in there. Now it's time to start adding the milk. We got a cup of milk that we're going to put into this.
Oh, yeah. You remember sometimes he'd smell like alcohol?
Oh, yeah.
It was like all the time.
Yeah.
It was like at first I didn't know. And I just assumed that was some of the little stuff that they put on your neck and that after they shaved it.
Right. You thought, that's just some kind of... Yeah.
Oh, man. Then it was, as I got a little older, it was like, man, he's boozing it up all day
long. Yep.
And it's like, because I remember you were like, no, we want to go early, Dad.
Yeah, we don't want to be around there at the end of the day.
No, he clipped my ear so many times.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, why are you crying?
Yeah, come
on. It's like, I'm not crying. It's like, quit whining. It's like, oh, man, he was mean.
Yep, he was.
I'm surprised anybody went there. Probably because the adults weren't able to talk to him like that, or else maybe they did, and he just took it out on the kids because he's getting beat up.
He was not he was busy, though. He must have been pretty cheap. I don't remember how much it cost.
I don't either. But they trusted us carrying it up, so it must not be too much.
Must have been much. So, but must have been more than, a little bit, because otherwise they'd have had us carrying empty bottles and return them and making us go in and pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was miserable. But I remember I was thrilled at first when Dad got those trim combs. It's like, we don't have to go to old drunk Red.
Yeah.
And then after that blade got dull, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That hurt.
It wasn't pleasant.
I mean, it really did. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, exactly.
It was that jerking of your head when it's like pulling.
So we got to treat this stuff kind of gentle. The more you manhandle it, the tougher it becomes.
Yeah.
But you've got to get enough in here, and you got to eyeball it. So,
you want that skillet over here?
No, not yet. I need to get. Got to work this in the flour here.
Yeah.
We need more flour.
More flour?
Yeah.
You need me to get some?
Yeah, go grab the lily bag over there.
The lily bag.
The white lily bag.
I'm gonna get you a trim comb for Christmas, I think.
That was fun.
You could do all your kids' hair.
I'm gonna dust just a little bit in there.
Where you want it?
Good. We'll have to put some on the counter here in a second.
Little product placement.
People love that down south. That is the flower.
Yeah. Lily.
White
lily. Yeah. It is.
I mean, there's other brands, but that's probably the most popular one that you see everybody cooking with.
Yep, it is. With all your kids, you know what the other one is that trims hair?
What's
the
that?
Flowbee. You ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen that. I thought about it numerous times.
Looks on the vacuum, doesn't it?
Yeah, your vacuum is what sucks the hair up and pulls it out, so it stretches it so that it.
You want more?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some on the counter. We got a lot. I got way too much on there, but I don't care.
Yeah. We'll cut these, right? We're just doing it like Mom did, where you don't have a little cutter.
I'm gonna just use a glass.
Yeah.
It
Which
works.
biscuits are you that you don't even cut them? You just pluck them out and throw them in?
Pension. Those are bread bowl biscuits,
Okay.
where you got a flour bowl where you basically keep your flour in there and just
Yeah.
kind of work it.
We got to make some of those.
Those are a lot tougher.
Yeah.
What we're doing here is we're just working this over and folding it and folding it. We're not going to roll these. You don't roll these. You just keep working them.
All right.
The more you fold it, the flakier the biscuits become.
Yeah. That gives it all that height.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember when I was a vegan? You probably don't remember that.
I can't remember. Guess I remember them days.
Yeah.
You were. God. Oh no, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna go back there.
Yeah. We don't need whipped cream for this, do we?
Nope, no whipped cream. There are biscuit recipes that they have out there that are with just flour and heavy cream, heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
Which
Really?
basically, yeah.
Flour and heavy whipping cream.
Yep, 2-ingredient biscuit.
Oh, interesting.
It's similar to a scone. I would put some sugar in there myself, but
Yeah.
it's real similar to a scone recipe from
Oh,
the
yeah.
UK.
Yeah.
So now you can bring over the pan there if you want to.
All right. Oh, God, this is hot.
And I've already, like I said, greased that up with.
Yeah. Whoa. I'm passing a little gas.
That one wasn't. That one was too funny.
Ooh. I don't know if I want that gassy one.
That's a good one.
Whoa. That's kind of like my pickup line.
People are gonna go back to the video. So I gotta see what video is that from?
It wasn't the smell of chloroform. I think that was funny.
That was another good one. We've had so many good videos.
Remember that joke?
Yes, I do.
I remember the gas joke.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. You go ahead and do it again.
Did you fart? That's my pickup line. Because you just blew me away. I was there one again. Just on cue. That was beautiful. We're just making 5, right?
We're
No, we're gonna make 6.
gonna put one in the middle.
All right, that works.
4, 6, 7.
Oh yeah,
You could probably get an 8th one out of this, but I think
7. 7's perfect.
so. For this skillet, that works perfectly. You can see we got a little bit of dough left, but that's fine.
Yeah, they did crowd them. I don't like
So
crowded
let's
biscuits.
just
Want this in the oven?
let's throw that.
How
in.
long?
Let's give it 10 minutes, but it's for at about 8 or 9 minutes. We'll probably pull it out and brush it with butter, just to get a nice color.
8 or
on
9
it.
minutes. I'm gonna do. Then I'll do 8 minutes.
Yep.
And then we'll take a look at it.
Yep. We'll take a break, and when we come
Yeah.
back, we'll pull them out and show you what we got
Sounds good. We'll be back.
in just a minute.
And we're good.
Okay, so
Back.
I just pulled them out of the oven.
How long was that?
It was we let it go like 8
9,
minutes.
10, 11, 12.
Then I buttered them kind of midway through, and then we let it go another 6. So,
Oh, okay.
So it's about 15 minutes. Keep
Okay.
an eye on them, and then you're at a
Well,
500.
they look good.
And they came out beautiful.
You're gonna butter those up too, right?
Yeah, I made enough. I melted enough butter to butter them up twice. And they're buttery anyway because of the amount of butter you put in these. But
Are we all right taking a bite of one of these?
yeah, of course we are. We're gonna take one of them and tear it apart because I want
You need a
people
plate then, or
whatever.
let me grab a little. Man, you go through a lot of plates.
I know.
All right. All right.
So we got enough butter on those there. Let's these will pop right out of here. Let's go with them.
That one works.
This one.
Yeah, that's good.
So there's our biscuit. Let me get this out of the way so they can see our biscuit better. I want to see how flaky that thing is.
Oh, wow. Put it over here somewhere then?
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that's hot.
See the bottom layers? This thing just comes right apart.
Oh, wow. It's pretty good.
It's hot as heck.
This is hot. That's pretty good. Know what it needs? More butter.
More butter.
You know what else it needs? Some honey.
Some honey butter.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do that. We have to make some honey butter.
Man, it's really good, though. This is better than the kernel.
It's a nice, simple biscuit. It's tons of butter in it, but
Yeah, that's
you
good.
can never have enough butter.
I love a lot of butter. Dude, I got one right here. You can just...
Oh, man, it's so good.
I like butter, though.
But it's not
it's good.
sweet.
No.
The 2 tablespoons of sugar we put into the mix just kind of kills off that little chemical taste that you get if you don't use it.
What's that off of?
The baking
Baking soda?
powder.
Baking powder. There you go. Man, you're tearing this thing up.
They're good. I love the top and bottom.
The bottom, I just had it was all
Perfect.
bottom. Man, that was really good. You don't need this, but I just like a lot of butter.
I know.
These are good.
Obviously, by the fact we've devoured this biscuit, like we've been cooking stuff all morning. So.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's flaky. It's nice and tender.
Yeah, it is. It's a really, really good biscuit. Pretty simple, really.
Yeah.
Nothing hard there.
No, there's nothing hard at all about it.
Somebody asked me if we had a biscuit that they didn't have to use buttermilk on because they're having a real problem finding buttermilk.
Right. Well, this one's perfect for that. We used 2.5 cups of white lily self-rising flour, but you can use any self-rising flour. What you want to use, though, is try and use a self-rising flour that uses soft winter wheat,
Yeah.
which is kind of the key to white lily and why it's so popular. So you take 2.5 cups of that.
Man,
You take 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 whole stick of butter, grated into it and mixed around real well.
you're talking about it. Tell me about it.
I'm going to. And then 1 cup of cold milk. And mix that around. Take some extra white lilies, sprinkle it all over the place. Keep folding and folding and folding. And that's why you get the layers.
Yeah.
So good. It's actually a really good biscuit.
Yeah, it's really good. Dude.
Really good.
I don't want any of those now.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
Works every time.
It's like chips when we were kids, man. It's like licking your finger to get the little specks.
Really good, though.
We get you a trim comb for Christmas, though.
Use them on a beard.
Gets the crumbs out. We're going to end.
Yeah, we better. But
The biscuit's excellent.
It was a really good biscuit.
And for those of you who had issues with finding or you just you couldn't get past the smell of buttermilk,
Here you go. You could use buttermilk in this, but, I mean...
I know in a couple of the other biscuit recipes we had was buttermilk.
Right.
And so I thought there was one that we'd used before,
Right.
but I didn't want to guarantee. I said I'm pretty confident we can shoot you one out.
If you try to swap buttermilk in here, you probably want to cut down the butter. Maybe only make it 7 tablespoons instead of a whole stick, because you got extra butter fat in the buttermilk itself. So. But I'm just...
Wow, it's really good, though.
Yeah, it's good biscuits.
I'd have to give that absolute 2 thumbs up.
Definitely.
They were delicious.
A really good biscuit. And a simple biscuit.
Yeah.
No rolling. None of that stuff.
Yeah.
It makes it pretty simple.
So at some point we'll have to do the plunk deals.
We'll try and do them. I'm not...
Granny was so good at that.
Yeah.
She would just make them and she'd just she wasn't easy with it. It was
No, they're just... you got to get them more.
She
You
was a
know the
master at that.
And people that make them like that, that's the way they make them. But they're much flatter biscuit.
Yeah, they are.
And it's got, lard.
I do like
shortening.
the height you got on these.
Yeah, with these, they rise up really nice. So.
Yeah. But here, I'm going to move that over one more, even though they're on the website so they'll see it. But man, is it right here somewhere around there?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, these things turned out beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
They look like fancy.
How's that here?
Grands.
All right. Yeah, they do. But they're a lot better than Grants.
Way better.
A
than
lot
Grands,
better.
Yeah.
When you can make it like that, why would you buy a can of biscuits?
Oh yeah, it was quick too.
Yeah, it was. No comparison. 2 thumbs up. Thank you. SeniorSkillet.com. Go there, enjoy, browse around once you get there. We had some people that didn't know to look around at other recipes. They went to one thing.
Right.
So look around.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.